Okay, so we have been regularly doing group connects and then sharing live through Facebook. So it is actually happening on Zoom. And if you come on Zoom, you can interact more. And if you are staying in the Azure Cloud group, you can see it live streamed. So not all questions from my live stream may be answered live, but we will answer it even after the session whenever we get time. But that said, we have a lot of space in Zoom webinar also, where you can come, join, ask questions, and even talk. Okay, you don't have to type; you can raise your hand and then talk. I wanted to have this discussion to give you some time to think about what you want to do and how you are planning to do it. Okay, so whenever you are going to do a project, it is assumed that you know the basics of whatever area that you are going to contribute. But if you are not sure of those things, you can just let me know, then I will guide you in getting better on those areas. So if you are new to the group, then you can probably go to this link azure.cloudrix.com, and then you can see all the initiatives that we are doing. Okay, so this Azure Cloud Open Membership FB group is the group we are live streaming now, which has close to 40k members. You can just click and then go directly to the group. So rather than going to Facebook and then searching for it, we also have a premium group for paid members at Buddy Tutorial. And as you know, Buddy Tutorial is a website that was created during lockdown for people like you. So I don't take any profit from it. So anybody from this group, if they ever lose their job, uh, or if they want to help others, they can always come here. So they can help me prepare and then sell courses, and then whatever amount is generated from Buddy Tutorial, after paying the fees and other things, it directly goes to the students or job seekers who are helping me in building the website. So it is a all most of my uh, initiatives starting with Buddy are for you, and it is effectively a non-profit initiative. Okay, and then if you want to register for Group Connects, you can click on register now here, or you can type az.bt.help, or you can go to Buddy Tutorial and then find it out. And similarly, you can get started with uh, Azure Cloud. If you are completely new to Azure Cloud, you can get started with Azure Cloud by checking this playlist. You can also reach the playlist by typing az101.bt.help. If you type az101.cloudrix.com, it will automatically take you to this playlist. Okay, so that is one way you can reach this playlist. And another way is you can just go to this page azure.cloudrix.com and then check the playlist. And we have our Azure projects playlist, but not all discussions will come to the Azure projects playlist. Some of the discussions where we will be actually working on the project work, maybe uh, censored or modified or edited before it is published as a video, because that whenever we do something in breakout rooms, for example, will not be captured successfully. So for a better real time or real world project experience, always join the discussions in as a real person. Okay, so you cannot as I mentioned last week, you cannot learn some certain things by only watching them. For example, you cannot learn swimming by taking a swimming class online. You have to actually swim, or riding bicycle, or driving car. So you have to learn by practicing. Okay, you have to be there to get that real world experience. You cannot get real world experience just by watching videos. And also, so since we are focusing on Azure administrator certification in October and November, you may also get your hands dirty on Azure, and then get familiar with PowerShell. So PowerShell session was taken by Kiran. So Kiran is a moderator from PowerShell.org itself. So you can check the playlist also here, and you can just check now to check all our recordings. So you can just type yt.cloudrix.com to go to the YouTube channel, and then you can subscribe to it so that you will get all notifications. Okay, so then there are also other things such as uh, becoming an Azure part-time trainer. So if you want to become a trainer but do not have the skills or tools, you can let us know. We will train you and even provide you tools to get started with your trainings. And so this is Azure Projects group that you can click on the link, and then you can go to the Facebook group, and you can also find all links to other groups that we manage. And finally, so these are the certifications that are coming up. Actually, 104 we already started. It is October, November, and others are on their way. Okay, so and you feel free to connect with me on our LinkedIn, because I may not check Facebook a lot during working days. Even if you see a post coming from Hartin Kanigatoto, it is actually my Facebook page, not my Facebook personal profile. But once in a while, I'll still check. But if you want something very important or urgent, you can always connect with me on LinkedIn. And if you are a moderator, or if you said that you would like to help moderate the group, then you would have already gotten my numbers, and then you can contact me over WhatsApp, and then later maybe schedule a call and then discuss. So that is all about the initiatives that we are doing. So any doubts, questions, anything before we go to next phase? And before that, so few people had told us that they would share with us their experience about getting certified or about cloud migration. Okay, so cloud migration is the theme for this month and other month with respect to real world projects. So if anybody want to share their experience, they can just uh, raise their hand, and I'll make you a panelist. And as you know, all the panelists, okay, for sessions, okay, all panelists who have come prepared for either for taking session or becoming a panelist and answering questions live on screen. So all of them can get Zoom business license, which is uh, not which is not easy to get individually, because you need minimum 10 licenses, and it has a lot of additional features such as minimum 300 participants, and you have transcript. So you take a session and then transcript is automatically generated, and with that transcript you can actually even create a ebook or your study materials for your courses. So that is another added advantage, and then even uh, will provide you also 10 GB of free cloud recording space. So all these things you will be getting absolutely free just by coming and taking a session, or by becoming a panelist for our group connects every week. The uh, idea is we need to make this group more interactive, more live, and people should get value out of it. So if you are a trainer who trains for money, then I am even willing to pay you a standard training fee for taking classes to the group, so that the group members can continue to attend the sessions for free, but I'll take care of the expenses for your training. Okay, so just so even for that also you can just type azure.cloudrx.com /trainers, and just fill up the form, and let me know whether you want to take it for free or whether you want to take it for a fee. Okay, you can mention your fee, which is if it is different from whatever I have mentioned. Okay, so yeah, before I'll just show that part also. You can just type ashore.cloudrx.trainers, and you can come here. So you can see the trainer program details. So basically share knowledge, share your initiatives, and you can even earn money. So I have allocated rupees 60,000 for uh, paying the trainers for making this group live per month. And you can also get free tools if you want, such as Zoom Business and uh, other enterprise grade tools. Okay, so there is a lot for trainers also if you really want to come and help the group. Okay, so and these are the program details. You can just uh, read at your free times, and then if you are interested, you can just come down and then fill the form. Okay, so that is it about the training initiative. Okay, so anybody want to join the panel? So just fill in the form, come and then help the group and help yourself. Okay, you can either do it for a fee, or because or you can come share a training and then later share about your initiatives or your classes, whatever you want. You can share in the end. Uh, the reason is also because there have been many cases where trainers were individually contacting students, giving very sweet promises, and in the end they were disappointed, and then they come and then share those things in the group. But since we couldn't verify them in person, we couldn't approve those posts uh, because it contains pictures and other things. But we have decided to conduct live interviews, because if people come as panelists or take sessions, so then we can also evaluate them. You can also evaluate them. It is live streamed, and then you can ask live questions, and then you can decide whether to go with that trainer or not. And if any trainer uh, contact you directly through Facebook or from our WhatsApp groups, you can always let us know and take our opinion before joining, because there has been many instances where people are getting cheated. Okay, so I'll quickly share my WhatsApp number where you can message to join the group. We do not share it over mail or do not or through Facebook group, because there are many spammers just waiting to join a WhatsApp group, and their strategy is not to send messages in the group, because that will be noticed by admins. So they individually pick up people and then send messages. Okay, so for that reason, we share only the contact WhatsApp information in this group, and then uh, in the near future we'll be moving to our own version of Facebook. Again, there will be still the original Facebook group, so where you'll find only people who are really interested in learning, and that you can find out by just going to buddycult.com. Okay, so if you go to buddycult.com, okay, so now it is the logged in version. Okay, so so it has a app similar to Facebook, and then you can explore things. So this is a logged in version, but you can read all about it by even the logged out version. Okay, so there are lots of integrations. There is app, so you have different options. So unlike most of the other social media platforms, we have also courses. So you have courses where you can join, and you can have live events where you do not have to manually log into Zoom, but you can attend Zoom meetings from the platform itself. So it is very easy for you to do the trainings through the courses. And then interesting part is you can also create your own courses from the platform, just like you create a new group in Facebook. Okay, the ultimate goal is to avoid all spammers and have a group with only people who are really interested in learning. Because in Facebook, one challenge I see is in our group also, there are many spammers or sleeper cells, so they just come for spamming, I even heard or saw a post recently in Facebook telling, I will teach you how to spam effectively. Okay, I was wondered how people are improving. Okay, so that is how things are changing. And then again, for especially for training or other things, do not trust people without a face. Okay, if people are afraid to show their face, okay, so show their face in Facebook profile, so then definitely you cannot trust them fully. uh, there are many people who simply create fake profiles in some name and then come here to spam and then take benefit of others. Okay, so that's a so I thought since many people are joining these days, I will share some information about our group connects. So uh, this is a projects initiative, and I wanted to keep it short because I was having very bad cough and uh, a cold. So I wanted to keep it short, but I wanted to also share information with you all. Okay, so now comes the most important part. How many of you are here who has joined here? Okay, so how many of you here who has joined here want to participate in the first batch of Azure Real World project? And I'm also in talks of writing my next Azure book, because there are many books on Azure on standard topics. So my book is around something bit advanced on the DevSecOps area. So if anybody want to collaborate on that also, you can let me know. Okay, so yeah, people here have mentioned you want to join the project, and I do not see any hand raisings here for panelists. So I assume whoever, whatever, or who are panelists or who are people who actually confirmed that they will come as panelists have not joined. So they can just let me know upfront that I, and then I will make them panelists. So every week we'll have this session, so you can come help others and get lot of benefits in terms of tools or in terms of relationships. And also ask me, can you refer me to the company, refer me to that company and all. So I will share your details with HR, and so you can directly communicate with HR. But if I really want to refer you, because when you say referral, that means that person who is referring should know whom he is actually referring. So if you are participating in these activities, and if I know that okay, you can do things, so then I can actually refer in the true referral sense. But otherwise I will connect to HR, and everything else is as per your uh, communication with HR. But because that will, because if I refer, even for some trainers come and ask me, can you refer me in the group? So I tell them, okay, come and do something for the group, come and take a demo session. Because if I refer somebody who is not good, that will affect my credibility, right? But if I refer only real people, then whenever I refer, people will take it seriously. It is good for the people I refer also. Okay, so that is it, because people really want to uh, so you should take these opportunities as a platform for building connections. Okay, so there are senior engineers, there are project managers, there are a lot of people in these groups. So whenever you are working together as a project, you are not only getting the benefit of learning Azure thoroughly by implementing a project, but you are also getting the opportunity to connect with different people, connect with the real people in the industry, so that whenever you have a need, you can contact them, or whenever they have a need or they have a requirement in their project, they can immediately come to you. Because I was trying to recruit somebody for DevOps into my team, and then it was very difficult to get somebody with uh, good knowledge of DevOps tools and processes. Okay, so that's it. Our project. So we currently have different 5 roles. I have defined 5 roles for our first project. So based on our learning, we might have more roles. And if you are interested, you can wear more than one hat also. So first one is the project manager. If you are a project manager already, or if you want to be a project manager in the future, you can join this role. And second is administrator. And third is developer. Fourth is DevOps. And fifth is a security engineer. Okay. So first level of evaluation for joining this Azure Projects Initiative will happen today. Oh, sorry, will happen tomorrow. Okay, so we have. I'm again repeating. So we have 5. Okay, let me just. I did not prepare any PPT, but I think I'll just share it for better, because when you see and then when you hear, it is better. Just give a second. Okay, so these are the 5 roles that we will have for our first project. And based on the learnings we have, we may include new roles, or maybe cut short of some of the roles. And first one is a project manager. So if you want to be a project manager, or if you are already a project manager and want to explore project management in Azure, you can join this role. And second one is administrator. So there will be a lot of administration tasks within the project. And third is a developer, who will be actually developing the project. And we will have different streams for different languages also. So for example, Java developers can have a group of development with Java, and .NET developers can develop with .NET. And then you have DevOps, where you will be involved in building the pipeline for the project. And then you have a security engineer who will be building who will be taking care of the security for this project. Okay, so most of these are also, except project management, most of these have also respective certifications. So if you have a certification in the respective field, it will be good. Otherwise, you can let me know, then I will help you in preparing for those certifications. So administrator certification is AZ 104, developer is 204, and DevOps is 400, and security engineer is 500. Okay, so these are the roles that we will have. And tomorrow, same time, 8 a.m. IST, which is 7:30 p.m. PST, we will have a small evaluation. Okay, and so listen carefully. These are the topics for evaluation. I'm actually giving you the interview questions. Okay, so we will have a mock interview kind of discussion tomorrow. It will be a good experience for you also to evaluate where you stand and how you can become better. Even if you do not participate in the main project, or even if you do not clear for participating in the main project, you can still understand where you stand, and then improve yourself and get better, and clear any interviews in future. Okay, let me check if there are any chats. Okay, yeah, Srinivas was mentioning I will go for 1, 2, and 5th role for DevOps. What scripting language I have to go through tomorrow morning 8 a.m. IST? Yes. Okay, so yeah, so DevOps we will explore, because there are many options. So that is where in the DevOps group we will explore and decide. Okay, imagine that we are a startup. So we will because if I put a restriction that okay, we are going to use only ARM templates, or we are going to use only blueprints, or we are going to use only Terraform or Ansible or whatever it is, then we are limiting ourselves to a certain set of things that I know or I feel good. Okay, so that is generally referred to in the software architecture field as a golden hammer problem. Okay, I don't want that. So we will discuss together, and as a team, we will be taking a decision on which area or which tool or which process, because within a tool, we will have debates. Okay, so we'll have debates, so we will assign different people to debate for one particular topic. So somebody will tell, okay, I will use Terraform, and somebody will tell, no, I will use Azure on things. So discussions can happen because all these things are used in real world. So everything has advantages and disadvantages, and eventually we will choose one based on what suits us more. Okay, so by doing that we will get a real knowledge of these things, and you can also clear any interviews or any you can also contribute to any discussions at work also. But if I tell you, because that is a problem with most of the real world project trainings, so they have certain set of technologies in mind, and they will tell you, okay, so these are the things that you are going to do. Okay, so you just have to follow it. But in our case, we will debate, we will find out the best, and then we will do it. Okay, so yeah, Ashok is telling I'll go with 5, and Rinish is telling I am interested in 2, 4, and 5. Actually, I am from infrastructure virtualization services background, Citrix, VMware, and more into operations. So everybody will have one role, and you can just start with any one role, and after that you can easily move to other roles also. Okay, so project management is also kind of part of our DevOps tool set. So tomorrow when you come for 8 a.m. IST, this is what you will need to prepare and come. Okay, for project managers, you will need to explore and then tell me what tools in because Azure provides very good tools for project management or tracking of things like similar to Jira boards and all. So that is one thing. So what tools from Azure that we can use for tracking our project? Okay, so and anything, any useful tools for project managers. So that is one area that you can explore. Okay, so we might use Jira in the end, but for the initial discussion, we want to explore things that are part of Azure itself. Okay, so yeah. Okay, yeah, Azure, yeah, Manish is telling Azure DevOps is a good tool for PM. Yeah, so that is where we want to explore, because in many of our projects we use only Jira, but so Azure DevOps is good. So I want to have that debate or discussion within our group, so that you will know everything and you will not be stuck with the golden hammer problem. Okay, the first or the most important thing you should keep in mind for becoming a better or a very good architect. Okay, eventually all of you want to become cloud architects, right? So if the best thing or the one thing that you need to keep in mind is, for an architect you need to have depth of knowledge in any area, and you should also have a breadth of knowledge in all other areas. So whatever topics we choose finally to build our project, so that will give you the depth of knowledge, and all our initial discussions, debates and all will actually give you the breadth of knowledge. So that is how we are trying to become better architects, by developing both depth of knowledge and breadth of knowledge. Most of the trainings focus on only the depth of knowledge, which is not only which cannot make you a better or a good architect. Okay, you need both depth and breadth. Okay, so that is about project manager and administrator. So we'll have to come up with a plan on how we are going to divide our environment. For example, we have a dev environment, and then testing environment and production environment, and how we will effectively restrict users to these environments. Okay, so you can also think about other things, such as using some of the features of Azure, such as Azure budgets. You can, so because how many of you know about Azure budgets here? Okay, so yes, no. Okay, so Azure budgets and all we will definitely learn through our Azure administrator course, because I believe in not just taking a certification. So irrespective of whether it is part of certification or not, we will still have a lab for important things. Okay, so and so things such as Azure budgets. What you can do in general is you can create a budget, and then it will give you alerts, say email alerts for whenever you reach that particular limit. That is one part. So you can have email alerts sent to different groups also. Say in this is about real projects. Okay, so when 80% reach, you can just remind the uh, developer, and if 85% or more, then you can actually inform his manager. And if it or like 90, you can inform everybody. And maybe 95 percent you can actually shut down those instances. How can you shut down? So that is where serverless functions such as Azure functions can help. You can trigger, and then that trigger can do something else. So there are many things that you can do even as an administrator to effectively manage a project. Okay, so there are yeah, so we can create action group alert. So alerting is one thing, and second and final stage, we can just go and shut down our servers automatically whenever it reaches a particular limit. Okay, all those things we can do in. So those are the real things that you will be doing as a real engineer. So we will do all those things. We will face challenges and we will learn. And developer. So for the developer, for the assessment, yeah, Azure bots yeah is one example. I did not mention that term Azure bots because I wanted you to figure out and come. Okay, so for the developer, the assignment is actually a continuation of last week's question. You have to come up with all the RESTful APIs. Okay, so tomorrow's session is going to be a platform independent session. So you can come up with the REST APIs and what protocols you will use for using those APIs. And for DevOps engineers, you can suggest what. Okay, you can suggest how you are planning to build the pipeline for testing our project and deploying our project. And security engineers can suggest what you can do to secure our environment. Both because you will be actually a security engineer will be actually acting as our info sec guy. Okay, so those who are so security is something which I like a lot. So if I get people from for all other things, I'll be focusing more on DevOps and security, and I'll be anyway participating in all the areas and then help you make a better project or better product. Okay, so that is about all the things. And even if you are really interested, anybody is if really interested in learning about security, you can always come to me, so we can have detailed sessions. It will help you as well as it will help me also understand different security problems, because I'm going to write a book on security. Also, I am planning to take some certifications specialized on security through ISACA. So how many of you have heard about ISACA? Okay, so let me share again. So, so the connects. So I was expecting some of the people who confirmed in Facebook to come. So ISACA is an organization that has many security related certifications. Okay, so some of the popular certifications such as CISA or CRISC, CASM. So there are a lot of certifications, frameworks, and all. So I'm also an ISACA member. So and I wanted to focus more on security. So because that is my expected depth area. So because every architect needs to have a area where they want to specialize, and area what they want to explore. Okay, and for me personally, on based on my interest and also based on my published books, because my book on cloud security has come eighth on best cloud computing books of all time. And because for that reason, people will at least take me seriously if I do something on security side. So wherever you have opportunity to excel, then I believe, so if I'm not telling that I'm a security expert now, but if I become a very good security expert, people will take me seriously, since because of my book. So I wanted to focus more and more on that area. Okay, so you should all have some kind of goal or vision where you want to specialize on. It could be anything. It could be development, it could be administration, it could be project management. Okay, so it could be anything, but you should have a goal, or you can put multiple hats. But anyway, irrespective of the hat you wear, you will still need to have a good idea about all other areas. Okay, so anybody not clear about what they have to come prepared tomorrow? So you have 24 hours to prepare. What level of development knowledge do we need to do for a security engineer? So development, but scripting knowledge of scripting languages can so definitely help, and knowledge of development languages can also help, because if you are an infosec engineer, you'll be also checking for vulnerabilities within the code. So there will be tools that can help you do those checks. But still, if you understand code better, it is good. But you don't have to be an expert, but if you can understand code, it is always going to be good. And scripting is definitely needed. Okay, yeah, for developer, it is RESTful API. Yes, you have to design, because we designed only few areas for the project, right? The project is same. We are going to build a gamification application where you can manage what where you can manage points for users. You need to have users and you need to have points for users. That are the important things. And from a developer perspective, they will also need to think about security of the API. Otherwise, our security engineer will complain later. Okay, so it will be a fun project. Actually, it will be there will be role plays, there will be case studies. So it is always better than spending a time for in front of a TV for watching some advertisements or watching some serials or movies. Good movies I like, because I don't prefer a lot of series, because most of them are addicting. But I also see some of them regularly. But so these days news are all not really news. So they are also like uh, TV, like so this bias programs. Every news channel will have some bias for some people. So they will also share their opinions. So it is good to see it similar to seeing a movie. But if you are really uh, checking these news channels these days for news, the traditional news thing is not there anymore. Everybody are have some either left or right or straight or whatever it is. So everybody has some biases. So it is also becoming a TV program. So without wasting on all these things, if you want to focus on learning for next 60 days, okay, so it's not going to be a long time. So for the next 60 days, if you want to focus on learning something with real world or real practice, you can join these initiatives. Okay, join this project. And before we wind up and I give you time to prepare for tomorrow's mock interviews and discussions, we are also planning to start a lab environment, okay, where people who do not have a credit card can come and then practice. Okay, we are still defining how the lab should be and all those things. So we will also set up an environment with using Azure budgets, Azure functions and all, to prevent the cost from going beyond a limit. Okay, so if you are somebody who does not have a credit card, and that is if that is the only reason for stopping you from doing these projects or doing hands-on, you can comment on the respective post in the group, or you can just WhatsApp in our group. I have shared the WhatsApp number here, right? Okay, so that is it. A lot of I want to reduce the one man show approach slowly. So that is the reason why I want more of you to come forward and talk. So today also many people confirmed, but they did not come. It is still fine. So do think about it. Think about this project. Think about how you can contribute and come forward. Okay. So if you are not okay, actually you asked last class to prepare few things. I have prepared. Shall I show it? Okay. So yeah, let us go to it. So I just wanted to give some time for, because many new people have come, right? So just sharing again. So you can go to azure.cloudrx.com and find out the Azure projects group also, and then you can join there, because sharing all the links in Facebook group is not very easy. Okay, so yeah, Kumar, you can quickly share, because I don't want to disappoint you. So you can share. I'll just, because others can prepare and share tomorrow. I will just make you as a panelist. You can either talk, or you can share your screen.
Sorry.
So
Hello.
yeah,
Can you hear?
yeah, I can hear.
Okay, I can share my screen, right?
Yeah, you can share. So all the panelists can share the screen.
Okay. So basically, this is. I was just going through few things here. So you told like you haven't discussed about Azure boards until now regarding that project management. And in last class, I believe like you asked to create few user stories and actually the features related to that project, right? So I am let me tell you, I'm not into much of development, but my main goal is to understand how development things works, okay, inside this particular project. So whatever I was able to find out, because I am learning Azure DevOps, okay, so almost I am done half. CI almost done. CD is going to be, I'm just going through it. So this is what I found out in Azure, like in Azure boards, what I think Srinivas was also telling regarding the Azure board. So this is where we can actually manage the our the gamification app, right? So this is what I was able to come up with, and I just wanted to show you. So like, is this like how we are going to proceed further? So this is where we are going to track, because we can integrate Slack and we can integrate Jira. So I have also checked on those features also, that we can integrate with Azure boards
Okay.
or Microsoft Teams also.
Yeah, definitely. So this is a good preparation from your side. So yeah, so this is a good start. So ultimately, in the next phase, we will actually
Mhm.
have instead of Zoom webinars, we will have Zoom meetings. So
Okay.
there we will be actually discussing the positives and negatives of every tool and approach. So we'll be comparing Azure DevOps with other tools available in market,
Okay.
and
Okay.
then most probably we might go with one of these only. But before that,
Mhm.
we need to give opportunity for everybody to ask questions,
Sure. Sure. Sure.
question it,
Absolutely.
so that will actually help all of you to actually answer interviews, because these days people are not because certifications, as you know, if you learn sample questions, or if you
Mhm.
by heart all the things, you can definitely pass. But in
Pass it, right?
real interviews, they are looking for people your thinking capabilities. Okay,
Correct.
so you are actually, if you are they will check whether you have this golden hammer problem, whether you
Mhm.
know one thing and then you are restricted to only that, or whether you are open for changes.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, this is a good start. So we will
Mhm.
explore deeper into it in our DevOps session.
Mhm.
Okay, so that will be a Zoom meeting.
Mhm.
Everybody can share. Uh, But so yeah, before that we need to have some classification tomorrow. So based on
Sure,
your
sure.
interest, yeah.
That's why I just went through all your complete session. I heard you, and then only I told you like I have prepared something, right?
Yeah, it is
So
very good. Yeah,
yeah,
because when people come doing things even without reminders or even without uh, I asking them again to do, so that shows their commitment towards this program. So if you spend this 60 days in learning and sharing, then you can start anyway. Like last week of December,
Mhm.
you can take a break and then you can start your 2021, okay, with
Yep.
as better Azure engineers. And
Sure.
whoever is uh, really serious about these things, you can also be part of my next book. So I
Mhm.
don't want. So yeah. So I will share details. You will just have to send a NDA mail that you will not share the information with anybody else. So that is needed by a publisher because if
Definitely,
yeah,
definitely.
yeah. Okay. So
So this is not about being part of your book or not inside the big thing. This is more about learning new things for me
yeah,
at least, right? So with new things only I can grow up. So that's what I can understand. What your also main point is for
yeah, yeah.
this few free training and everything, right?
Yeah, definitely, because the learning is the most important thing. Because even when I take these free trainings, actually I am learning a lot from all of you guys, because we are all working in different companies, we are all working in different environments. So the knowledge we all have is different. So we are all coming from different backgrounds also. So the knowledge we have all is different. The more
Mhm.
I interact with each of you, I am learning every day than I could learn from any video tutorial, or because I have subscriptions for almost all video, like all training websites you can imagine. So including
Mhm.
Orally or A Cloud Guru or Udemy
Mhm.
Pact, everything I have. But
Mhm.
so, but I am so those are all most of them are recorded videos except Orally has live videos. But so with these sessions, I'm actually interacting with real people and then getting experience from all of you.
Mhm.
So that will also help me also personally in writing better books, because
Right.
if I can connect better with people, then I can write better books that will connect with the people. So similarly,
Correct.
you all can learn from others. So
Mhm.
always try to learn from others. So that is the best learning, because as there is a saying, you cannot learn everything, because there so traditionally we are used to hearing this, you learn by mistakes. Okay, you learn by mistakes, you
You
learn
can
by
learn by other mistakes also,
yeah,
right?
yeah, because yeah, you learn by mistakes and you learn by experience. So
Right.
but these days the people say more that you cannot learn everything from your
Mhm.
own mistakes or your own experience.
Correct, correct. That's
Okay,
what.
so you have to learn at least something from others
Mhm.
mistakes. Okay,
Mhm.
otherwise if you try to learn everything from your own mistakes,
Mhm.
you by the time you learn everything from your mistakes, you'll be uh, very old.
Right,
Okay,
right.
yeah, so
My manager used to say, learn from others' mistakes.
yeah, yeah, so we have to learn always. That is the most important thing, whether it is our mistakes or others mistakes. Okay, we have to always
Correct.
continue to learn. Okay, so that said, so today I'll uh, wind up earlier. So or not earlier, actually at the right time. Okay, so it is yeah, we have 5 more minutes. If you can plan. Okay, so 1 second, let me take all questions. Okay, what are the activities I have to prepare for tomorrow? Project manager and administrator. I am working Scrum. So, okay, so you can explore the if for the project management side, you can explore the Azure bots and other. You can explore the DevOps tools. Okay, Azure DevOps tools, and then check what all from that I can or we can use for our project. And for the administrator side, I mentioned so how we can uh, create uh, users for our create users for our team. Okay, so create users for each of our team members, and how we can restrict them to certain environments. Okay, imagine that so we need different environments, dev, test, and prod. How we can restrict them to those environments. And then so for the third part, how to manage the cost with budgets and all, I already gave you the solution. So you don't have to, because you can have budgets and then you can have tools such as Azure Functions to actually uh, react. Okay, so serverless is about more of event driven. Okay, you can react and then not just alert. You can actually do something like shutting down the environment. Okay, so those kind of things you can think about. Could you please send the list of topic for sessions of 104? Okay, so yeah, that I had already shared. I'll just quickly show you.
Just wanted to add
Yeah,
one thing here, Hatin. So regarding the second point that you have just made now, so we can go through that particular point like once we are once there is a like group is set up, right? So
yeah,
then we can create users and then we can give them the access of however it is, like if we are using Azure boards or if we are using some
yeah.
other tools or something like that.
Yeah, so we'll actually do that when we go there, but
Hmm.
you have to be ready as if you will go for an interview.
Okay.
So if you are going for an interview, you will
Hmm.
not actually do it, but you still need to know those things. So this
Yeah,
will be
right,
kind
right.
of a mock interview,
Hmm.
because we want to keep it as close as real projects. So in real
Hmm.
projects, whenever you are taken to a team, you might
Hmm.
have a interview. Okay, so
Hmm.
all these things are learning experiences for you. Okay, so for Sureka's question, you can just go to azure.cloudrisk.com/AZ104, and you can see so these are the major topics, and so these also contains some minor topics, and we have 100 plus micro topics which I have not included. I will include later today. And also, if you see the recording for the previous or the session 1 of AZ104, then you can get the micro topics. Again, I have not uploaded the recording yet. I'll upload it by end of day today. I assume I have answered Sureka's question. Okay, so yeah, so this session it might take a little more time. Might be tomorrow. I'll upload, but so today's last day's session I'll upload today. Okay, yeah, I'll be Sureka has mentioned I'll be performing DevOps a little infosec as my new role is related to corp security. Excellent. Okay, so we will all learn a lot. So that is only guarantee I can give you. Okay, topics for each role. So topics for each role it will be so that is why you can look into the respective certifications, and except for project management, which is under DevOps, at least according to Azure. So it will be from the respective certifications as I mentioned. AZ 104 for administrator, AZ 500 for security, AZ 400 for DevOps, and AZ 204 for developer. And any doubt, feel free to ask. And any doubt related to Azure projects, please ask in Azure projects group rather than in the main group. Okay, so we can discuss things related to project in a project group. So I hope I have answered Abhilash's question. Okay, so that said, we will at least for once we will wind up the class exactly at same time, right time, without dragging it. So tomorrow 8 a.m. IST, I am hoping to meet you all. Even if you have heard it from Facebook Live, at least tomorrow come live if you really want to gain maximum out of this initiative. Okay, bye bye for now, and uh, see you all tomorrow 8 a.m. IST. Until then, bye bye.